Are you thinking about getting into trucking in 2026? Let's start with something nobody tells you before you take that plunge. A lot of people still think trucking is dangerous because of accidents. And yeah, traffic is dangerous, weather's dangerous. Four-wheelers doing 90 in the rain is dangerous. But that's not the biggest risk anymore. The real danger in 2026 is financial and mental. And it starts with the biggest lie in the industry, the driver shortage. There isn't a shortage the way people think there is, really. If there was, freight would be like everywhere, rising, exploding. Carriers would be fighting to keep drivers. Instead, you've got low freight rates, desperate carriers, brokers pushing all-in freight, and drivers sitting for days waiting on work. That's not a shortage, that's oversupply. And the industry doesn't have a driver shortage, it has a burnout problem. They realize trucking will consume you physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. You find yourself trying to balance personal and business life, and the trucking industry always wins. You miss birthdays, weekends, even normal. The world becomes truck stops, rest areas, shipping docks, and highway miles. You start measuring life in loads and miles instead of moments. Then you add the technology. Speed limiters, idle shutoffs, tracking, more control. They say it's about safety and fuel, but to the driver, it just feels more like pressure. You're always in the hurry, but never fast enough. You're up against a computer telling you when to start, when to stop, when to sleep. So you push it. You run that clock down to the last minute to maximize your miles. And every time you do, you get one step closer to having a mistake. One missed sign, one bad decision, one moment of fatigue. And that doesn't just cost you money. It can cost you your license, your career, or someone else's life. Because here's another truth nobody talks about. You need sleep, real sleep. But a lot of carriers think sleep is built into that 10-hour break. 10 hours sounds great on paper, but that's not real life. You're finding a place to park, you're hunting for a spot, backing in, hearts racing because of everybody around you. Now you're in wind down mode, or sprinting to the bathroom because you've been holding it for a while. Maybe you want a shower. Maybe you want real food, either inside the truck stop or you're cooking in the truck if you're lucky enough to even have a fridge or a microwave. You're doing math in your head the whole time. How long is the line in the shower? How much time do I have left? When do I have to start tomorrow? Multitasking while trying to calm down and relax. Then you finally get it. So you call your family member or text. Let them know you're alive. Tell them about the day that you had. Next thing you know, 2 hours have gone by. That 10-hour break, now it's 8. And you're not even tired yet. So you doom scroll, watch something, try to shut off your brain. Eventually it hits you. You've got to be up in now 6 or 7 hours. So now you're trying to force yourself to sleep. And if you're lucky, you might get 5 or 6. Because when you wake up, you're going to do it all over again, day after day. And all of this is happening while the business side keeps tightening. Fuel, insurance, maintenance, all up. Rates still suck. Brokers pushing all-in rates. Mega carriers promising higher rates per mile while maintaining less miles. Companies disappearing overnight. Drivers stranded. Fuel cards off. Paycheck gone. Imagine waking up in another state and your job doesn't exist anymore. This isn't to scare you, but it's to prepare you. Because trucking can still change your life, but only if you lean into the control on your end. If you treat it like a business, if you protect your license, if you protect your license, if you protect your mind. Because if you don't, this industry will take everything from you more than you're willing to give. Follow me for the dirty reality, because it gets much worse before it gets better.